Welcome. So, a lot of families have questions about how am I going to afford home care, assisted living, and other healthcare related expenses. And with us today is Lisa Rehburg from Rehburg Life Insurance Settlements to talk with us about an underutilized way to fund care. So, Lisa, tell us a little bit about what this is and why it's important.
Well, Keith, thank you so much for the privilege of being here today. And the reason it's so important is 500,000 seniors a year, that's just seniors, will walk away from their life insurance policies with little or nothing. And the reason is that they don't want the policy anymore. They don't need it. What they purchased the policy for 10, 15, 30 years ago is no longer concerned, or they can't afford it. And they don't know that a life insurance settlement is here that can help them repurpose this asset that they own into cash that can be used for, as you said, home care, assisted living, a lot of different things.
Got it. So they have this asset, it's underutilized. And so one thing they were saying, so they walk away from it usually. Why is that?
Because they feel like well, first of all, some of them are unwanted or unneeded, right? Like the house is paid off, maybe my spouse has passed away. I owned a business and I don't own it anymore. Once again, the policy is just too expensive. And so a lot of people think, well, my only options are to continue paying the premium, or to reduce maybe the face amount of the policy, or to just let it go, right? They don't know that there is another option. They don't know that this fourth option exists called a life insurance settlement.
Got it. Okay. So they're not really sure what exactly how they can utilize it as an asset. And so now, how do people find out about this? I mean,
Well,
what's
first of all,
yeah.
thank you to you for raising visibility. This is a little known yet legal and highly regulated marketplace. And so slowly but surely, we're trying to get the word out that we are here. And back to your point, people don't think about their life insurance policy being an asset that they own, including term policies, by the way. And it is. It's like someone's house or someone's car. Since 1911, it's been an asset that people own that they can transfer to anybody they want. And that is what we're talking about here with the life insurance settlement. There's investors that will pay for these policies. They'll pay cash today. It's an investment for them. So they're going to take over the premium payments. They will own the policy. They will receive the proceeds of the death benefit. But point is, that's the reason why they're willing to give cash today. People just don't know that their life insurance policy is an asset that they own that they can sell for cash.
Got it. Okay. So here it is that you have a market that's willing to pay for it, and you just express the reasons on why. The benefit or the reasons why it is that if I'm a policy owner, my parents are policy owners, and why they would do it. So what are the potential downsides?
Good question. And I'm going to qualify this, Keith, by saying that I am not a professional in taxes or in elder law. So we always want to make sure that people consult their financial advisors and their insurance advisors and the advisors that they need. But I will say there's four main things. One is taxes. Clients will receive a 1099. Most of the time that the proceeds from a settlement are not taxed, but they can be at capital gains. Sometimes there's a little bit of ordinary income in there. It just depends upon what kind of policy they have. Second one is going to be getting additional life insurance. So if somebody sells their life insurance policy, life insurance companies will only put insurance on us up to our asset level, right? I can't go out and buy a $30 million policy today. I don't have the assets to support that. Same thing. So that could be a situation that is an issue. Now, that does not apply to usually what we call final expense policies that are $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 policies. That's fine. But regarding traditional insurance, the third one is because of the 1099, it could impact people who are receiving government funding like Medi-Cal. Once again, talk to your elder law attorneys. They should know how to handle it, but that's the situation. The last one is, once again, a very unique situation. If someone's in bankruptcy and they sell their policy, the creditors can obtain that money. So those are the four main drawbacks. None of them are really critical in terms of changing someone's decision, changing our client's decision to sell their policy, but I want to make sure that it's out there.
Got it. Got it. Okay. And there was something that I think that you had mentioned also before. So in how it is that somebody could utilize these assets, they have the absolute freedom to be able to do what it is that they want. There's not necessarily a restriction to how they use it. But if we're talking about something like with home care or assisted living, and that might be a way to help to alleviate some of the burden of the costs, you know, what's I mean, it's being underutilized in this way. I mean, I hear a lot of conversations that home care companies are having, or assisted companies are having with family members. They're not necessarily asking for this. I mean, what would be like a recommendation that you would have as it relates to that?
Right. So when home care companies or assisted living communities or whoever are talking to families about funding, how are you going to fund our services? One of the questions to ask, it's very simple. It's about a 5-second question. Do you have a life insurance policy you no longer want or need? Literally, that is the question. Do you have a life insurance policy you no longer want or need? And I'm going to segue to just a real quick second, Keith, because people need to understand these life insurance policies can be worth tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars. And we talk with clients on a regular basis that you want to use this asset that they have and repurpose it to make their life more comfortable or make their family more comfortable while they're still here. And so that's another situation too, where people, once again, can repurpose this asset they own and be able to pay for the services to make their quality of life better.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point too. So, I mean, it's a simple question. It's not one I hear being asked. I mean, I hear, is somebody a veteran, for example, owning their home, and there's some other standard traditional types of when you go down the financial checklist. So that's really great advice for that. So, is there anything else or anything that would be important to discuss that we haven't addressed as it relates to something like this as an asset?
I think it's important that people know this is a longer term funding solution, not a short term solution. So I like to kind of equate what we do to someone's house. Once again, they're both assets, right? The process is very similar. This is a 3 to 5 month process from start to finish. It is typically, right? We can fast track it a little bit, but to do it right and to take care of our clients the right way and to obtain maximum value for a client's policy, it is 60 to 90 days up front. And if we receive an offer the client wants to move forward with, it's another 45 to 60 days. Once again, that's a conservative estimate, just setting expectations properly. So this is not a 3 to 5 day solution. This is a 3 to 5 months down the line solution.
Right.
So it's a longer term option.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Well, very much appreciate you, Lisa, sharing a little bit more about, this is a benefit that families can have. And it's always a challenge to be able to, at seniors' age, to be able to find a way to be able to pay for care. So now, Lisa, how is it that somebody can get a hold of you?
Thank you. So my number is 714 area code 349 7981. I'm going to repeat real quickly, 714-349-7981. We do help clients nationwide, so we are not restricted geographically. My email is my first initial last name at AOL. So it's LREHBURG@AOL.com. And my website is RehburgLifeSettlements.com.
Perfect. And I'll be able to get that into the format too for people to be able to find you. So, well, once again, thank you very much, Lisa.
Thank you, Keith. Privileged to be here. I appreciate it.